Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Welcome parents, students, staff, distinguished guests, and members of the Ubah Medical Academy community. Tonight we are gathering here to celebrate the academic achievements of Ubah Medical Academy, the class of 2019. We appreciate that you are here to help us send off the graduates to go out to leave their mark and change the world. First, I'd like to take a little time to thank a few people for making this year a success. Before we do that, though, I'd like to thank the University of St. Catherine for allowing us to use this first-class facility at the O'Shaughnessy. At this time, I would like the teachers to stand and be recognized for their commitment to our students by spending long hours of grading papers, talking to parents regarding performance issues of students, creating lesson plans that connect with students, staff meetings, dealing with behavior issues, volunteering their time to tutor students before and after school, adjusting and writing curriculum, and holding students accountable for their actions. I'm sure there's more that can be said about their sacrifice in making this school what it is, a school with many accolades. Please, teachers, take a stand so we can give you an applause. We also have some distinguished guests that are seated. A few are up on stage that need to be recognized. First of all, we'd like to recognize Mr. Musa. He's shown great dedication to our students, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yes, even on Eid, by making sure that the school gets what it needs in every area that you can think of. Mr. Ismail Ahmed, our assistant director in charge of instructor, who has worked tirelessly to inspire our teaching staff to make sure that our students are receiving a top-notch education. Ms. Katie Quinn, who is seated up front, who does a wonderful job meeting the counseling needs of our students, whether it be for trying to get a scholarship, changing a schedule, filling out a financial aid form, academic guidance, or if a student just needs someone to talk to. We also have school board members. If they're here, they could stand up after I'm done announcing their names. Board Chair, Mr. Faisal Deary, Math Teacher, Mr. Mukhtar Abe, Media Specialist and Teacher, Ms. Amy Fedig, Mr. Abdi Hakim Isa, Mr. Ahmed Getty, Ms. Katie Doe, and Mr. Warsami Bari. Let's give them a hand. I also would like to say thanks to the support staff that keeps our building running smoothly, like the office staff, the community liaison, the office manager, our human resources representative, educational assistants, and the security personnel. If they could stand at this time to be recognized, please. Lastly, and certainly not least, I would like to thank all of you parents for choosing our school and trusting us with your most prized possession, your children. We are grateful for the engagement that you have with your sons and daughters regarding their academics and behavior. You have been there when we have asked you to come to school for conferences, for answering the phone calls when we needed to talk to you about your son or daughter, and you have always responded with, "How can I help my son or daughter do better?" Well, enough of the thank yous. Let's get started with our first speaker of the night, which happens to be the senior's choice of an Ubah Medical Academy staff member, faculty staff member, to address the graduates. Our speaker is a dynamic teacher who engages her students every class period with her incredible depth of content knowledge in the area of English. Our speaker has been an employee at Ubah since 2010. I introduce to you Ms. Nicole Wendt.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Eric, for the introduction. Thanks to the administration and staff of Ubah, parents, guardians, students in the audience, and of course, 2019 graduating class. Now, audience, if you would indulge me for just one moment, I have one very important question for the graduates. Vegetables? Are you ready? That's just a little game that we used to play, and I promised I would do it tonight, even if it does make me look a little bit crazy. Thank you for doing it back, by the way. That was very nice. Craziness aside, I am very honored that you would choose me to be your speaker at graduation, your staff speaker. And I'd like to start by telling you a story of when I was a recent college grad, feeling a lot like you are probably feeling right now, very proud of all the hard work you've accomplished to make it to graduation, and just a little bit terrified about finding your path in the next phase of your life. When I graduated from St. Olaf College with a degree in English, most people were telling me to apply to law school, but I was pretty sure I wanted to be a high school English teacher. And to become one, I had to apply to graduate school to get a teaching degree. But just to be sure teaching was for me, before investing even more time and money in school, I took a job at North High School in Minneapolis. I figured I could work there for a year or so while I finished my applications and decided once and for all if teaching was for me. My job at North was to work with a caseload of students who were all designated as homeless or highly mobile, meaning that they had little or no housing stability or security. My job was to pull them out of their classes to tutor them in math and reading, as well as check in with them to see what other kind of support they might need. After several months of working at North, first semester was drawing to a close, and I was confident that I was indeed called to teaching. I began the stressful and arduous task of applying to graduate schools. One of my students in my caseload, Denzel, was a freshman at the time. I'd pulled him out of algebra, and as we finished working through the lesson, our conversation turned to goal setting. I mentioned that I was going to apply to the U of M for graduate school, as well as some East Coast schools like Brown, because I had family in Rhode Island, and UMass, because my sister was going to med school in Boston. I said something like, maybe I'll even apply to Harvard, although who am I kidding? I could never get into a school like that. To which Denzel responded, you shouldn't count yourself out before you've even tried. Now, two things shocked me about what he said. The first is how I felt in the moment, that I was supposed to be the supporter, the encourager, the person in the relationship that helped someone else cope with instability and struggle. But here was this freshman, this 14-year-old, telling me to never doubt myself, to never limit my possibilities in life before I've even tried. And that's what I want to tell you tonight. I want you to listen as well to Denzel's wisdom and never count yourselves out before you've even tried. Denzel came from a tenuous situation. He had no stable home, and he was in and out of homeless shelters with his mom and younger siblings. He had no winter coat or boots, and when he waited for the bus to come to school at 7:30 in the morning in the bitter January weather, he would tell me that it took until mid-morning to feel his toes again. Denzel was told over and over again by society that he wasn't important, that he could be dismissed as another statistic from North Minneapolis. And here he was telling me to believe in myself. Many of you have also faced hardship, some not as extreme as Denzel, some perhaps more so. Many of you have shared with me in discussions or in writing assignments that you feel as though the world doesn't care about you, just like Denzel felt. That the world has written you off as just another dangerous black man or another oppressed woman because of that thing you wear on your head. And I want to tell you to never doubt your abilities, your worth, or your integrity just because some other closed-minded individual has written you off before you've been given a fair chance. Denzel needed someone in his corner in the same way that he encouraged me, and in the same way you have been encouraged and supported to get to this point in your life. Graduates, I want you to just look around at this auditorium for a moment and bear witness to all the people who are here for you right now. All the people who cheered you on when you succeeded and who picked you up when you failed. We all came here tonight to celebrate your achievements. No matter where life takes you going forward, and no matter who or what might stand in your way, I want you to listen to Denzel as I did. Never count yourself out until you've tried. Earlier, I said that two things astounded me about Denzel's statement, and here's the second thing, and it's something I only came to realize long after, that our words have the power to shape other people's lives in profound and lasting ways. Because of Denzel, I took a chance and I applied to Harvard. I was accepted, I got my master's in education, I came back home to Minnesota, and found a different kind of home teaching here at Ubah. I'm sure Denzel didn't intend to shape almost 15 years of my life with one short sentence, but he did. If you throw a pebble into a lake, you can watch the ripples spread, and words, once thrown into the air, create ripples, some positive, some negative, but no matter their effect, all words have consequences. The ripples you create become waves, which can either sink a boat or help propel it to even greater destinations. If Denzel had said, "That's crazy, no one gets into Harvard, so don't get your hopes up," what do you think I would have done? As your English teacher, if there is one piece of knowledge I want you to walk away with from my class and from my parting words to you in this speech, it is that words, spoken or written, have the power to shape ideas, values, perceptions, and actions. So from Denzel, we can learn to be kind with our words, to think before we speak, because once our words have been thrown, we cannot take back their ripples. Graduates, I started with a very silly question, and I want to end with a serious one. What ripples will you create as you step forward on your paths in life? I know I speak for everyone in this room when I say that I can't wait to find out. Best of luck to you all. It's been a privilege and an honor being your teacher, and I will miss you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Nicole, for those very inspiring words. Our next speaker is this year's senior speaker. I asked some staff members to describe our senior, and some of the phrases used were kind, hardworking, responsible, motivated, and positive. I could go on with more, but I could be here for quite a while. At this time, I would like to present to you Senior Afifa Mahamdi Fayeso.
Assalamu alaikum. Akam, Dananachu, and Sodowo are all the different languages I welcome you guys in. Today, I am honored to be speaking on this solemn and joyous occasion, and pleasure to acknowledge the great memories of acknowledge the memories and accomplishments of the class of 2019. We walked into this room as seniors, and we'll be leaving as graduates. We're meeting here on the ceremony one last time as we end a chapter in our life, and we are getting ready to open up the next. Just 4 years ago, most of us walked into this two-hallway, no-service building, dreaming, when are we going to be done? And today, that dream has come true. Good or bad, long or short, these 4 years have been a journey, and I hope we all take the memories with us. Before I begin, I would like to thank the people who made this happen. Going through the struggles, there have been people who in 2019 we call real. And they have stood by every drop of my sweat, tears, and blood. Sweat from turning in Ms. Nicole's paper at 7 p.m. deadlines, tears from the anatomy practical that I struggled with in Dr. Paul's class, and blood for the students who mistaken you for the ball in gym class. Before I dive into something important today, I want to take a moment and appreciate everyone who has contributed in my continuing success, because a moment of my time is not even worth how much these people supported me. First and foremost, alhamdulillah, we made it. Although we still have a long way to go, we just got through a stage in our life, and we should be proud. I want to give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for fulfilling every of my wishes so far. You have put me into this world, allowing me to experience days like this. And I'm very thankful for the many cherishable moments in life you have provided me. Mom, you have taught me everything I know and stand for, and have raised me to become a strong, independent woman. Even though I can be an annoying daughter at times, you still put up with my nature. And Dad, you have struggled to make us first priority. You have spent long days and sleepless nights at work so we can fulfill our dream, and I never had the chance to say this, but thank you very much. I would also like to thank the teachers and staff members and the administration. Although you guys look like you are done dealing with us most of the time, you still built the bridge to our success, created an environment of enthusiasm, and appreciated our growth, and also made room for mistakes along the way. I'm very grateful to have you all as a guide to my future success. As we step into a new phase of life, we are taught to be successful in whatever we do. Forgetting failure will never leave the picture. Failure doesn't care about who you are or even how old you are when it comes to hit you from any angle. But we should know, so does success. Success comes as a result of hard work, perseverance, and especially from smart choices. Choices you make either shapes you or breaks you. Making good choices in life is seen as a minor thing and is ignored by many with the mindset of YOLO. And they are the ones repeating the same mistakes in life. Right now, it might seem like I'm shaming mistakes, but I'm really not. Mistakes happen in life, and that's normal because humans are not meant to be perfect. And if you have never made a mistake in life, God knows what type of creature you are. When you try, mistakes are your evidence, and when you learn from it, it's an achievement. Making mistakes is not wrong, but repeating it is the problem. Some let mistakes discourage them, and some completely ignore them, but the smart ones, they learn from them. I believe not fearing mistakes, but rather learning from them can increase a person's ability to deal with future challenges and achieve future success. Being successful doesn't only come from things such as good grades and trying hard, but it mostly comes from making smart decisions. The choices we make and the path we take will have a great impact in our lives, and we'll always have the choice to change the world, to change everything in order to find the right job, the right place, or even the right life we want to live. If you are 15 and you just started high school, if you are 18 or even 16 and you're graduating today, if you are 24 and you just started a family, if you are 40 and your kids are leaving the house, or even if you are 60 and now a grandparent, the power to change not just your job but your life is and will always be within your reach, and it will never be too late. Everyone has the power and the choice to change the world if they wish. If you are determined, you can achieve anything you want, whether you're black, whether you're Muslim, or whether you're female. Don't let others stop you from accomplishing what you want, especially the ones who look down on you, because of how you fit in one of these minority groups. At times, we can come across people who don't want you to succeed, because a lot of people in our surrounding think we are weak, we are fragile, we are not ambitious, and we'll never reach our goals and realize our dreams. But if you believe in yourself and say, Inshallah, there is no one and nothing that can hold you back. No one knows your capabilities better than you do, and that's that, period. They don't know how much you can take to keep going to fighting your own battles. Therefore, no one can stop you from fulfilling your dreams. No one can stop you from becoming who you want to become. No one can stop you from shining like a star, and especially, no one can stop you from achieving success. With knowledge, you can conquer the world because knowledge opens doors for anyone. It holds such power that one can achieve many things with it. For example, take knowledge as a master key. Like the master key, it can open any doors, but if you put that key aside, how do you expect the door to open by itself? Today, we all open the door to graduating high school together, and this graduation already shows our capabilities of our goals when we are determined. As we continue to live our lives, I hope we all believe in ourselves and make smart choices, knowing we have the knowledge to tackle our own future with. Like Dr. Seuss once said, you have the brain in your head, you have the feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Just don't steer yourself in the wrong direction. As I wrap up my speech today, I would like to say, although this night marks an end, it also marks a beginning. And with that, let the new adventures begin. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Afifa. It's a really great message that you had. Our next segment of the program will be represented by Mr. Musa awarding this year's top seniors.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We always honor those top two students of each graduating class. The salutatorian of this year for this class, Aisha Jama Musa. very much. The valedictorian of this year for this class is Asma Hassan Gedi. You can see that every year, almost last 2, 3 years, 4 years, both valedictorian and salutatorian were girls.
Nice job, girls. Nice job. It is a pleasure to introduce our next guest. Our guest is currently in his first term as a representative from Minnesota's 60B district in the House of Representatives. His district is located in the eastern neighborhoods of Minneapolis, primarily between Como Avenue and Interstate 94. He has been a very active member in our state legislature by authoring 29 bills and co-authoring another 201 bills in the recent legislative session. He is the vice chair of the Jobs and Economic Development Finance Division and is an active committee member of the Health and Human Services Finance Division, the Judiciary Finance and Civil Law Division, and the Ways and Means Committee. He holds a bachelor's degree in computer science, and when he is not working in his role as a legislator, he works as an IT consultant. Please welcome Minnesota House of Representative Mohammed Noor.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. To the class of 2019, congratulations. Thank you so much, Brent, for your kind introduction. And thank you to the chair, Faisal Derry, to the director, to the teachers, to the administration, to the parents, to the students. Thank you so much. This is about you today. Thank you for inviting me to speak today. I'm very pleased to be here to join you in celebrating this wonderful occasion. First of all, congratulations again to the class of 2019 and to all of you. You should be very, very proud of yourselves for accomplishing this goal. Job well done. I know you must all be excited to get your hands on your diploma and start your next chapter. I'm sure you've heard about the next chapter several times, but that is indeed the next step in your life. But remember, it's going to get tough, and you should not be deterred by the roughness and the toughness in the future, in the next chapter. Please remember that. It's going to get better as time goes by. You should never give up. You should never be looking back. You have earned it today. To the families and those graduating today, you should know that your support has had a tremendous impact to this process. I'm sure you're very proud of your graduation and their close portion of their lives and prepare, as they close their portion of their life today and prepare for their future and college and beyond. Graduation is one of those steps in life that determines of coming of age, the ending of one chapter and the starting of a fresh new chapter. As a student, you are a leader, a doer, an achiever in wider world. I'm sure many of you have plans that are firm and you know what you're going to do next, and you have a good idea what's going to come next. I hope your dreams and your hopes and aspirations come true. Well, the coming times will be exciting, they'll be trying, but they're all dependent on you and your determination and perseverance. To you graduates, when I arrived here as a young immigrant with lack of access that you have today, I didn't have the much knowledge that you have. It's through determination and focus that got me here today. I didn't know how to use a computer. I've never had a computer, but I had a dream. One day that I'm going to become a computer scientist, and I'm going to put that skills to work for myself. Didn't speak much of an English that you do speak today. But a promise that my parent told me, if you do well in education, you're going to succeed. If you're looking for a job, the doors are open and you can achieve the American dream chasing the money, or you can chase an education that nobody will take away from you. With that determination, I started the path to getting basic education at MCTC, well determined to learn how to speak English well and do well in math, while starting a chapter to raise a family, but never gave up. I went to Metro State, graduated with computer science, knowing that I never started when I came here how to use a computer. We didn't have the cell phones that you have. 20 years ago, that was my path. But guess what? As I took that information in to become a computer scientist and IT, I was determined to find a better job. And that job that I landed started with Hennepin County as an eligibility worker doing human services. But my goal, as I told you, is to get that computer degree and work in that field. Because what you do next determines your future. As I met with another CEO of Medtronics, here's what he told me. What you like to do in your life depends on you by doing what you love to do the most. And guess what? I became an system administrator for the Department of Human Services in IT. And when I started my journey in politics, I failed to secure this seat almost 3 times. Failure never determined my future. I never gave up. I focused on what to do, not only for myself, but for all of us, for quality education, for better health care, for better future, for better jobs. And that determination to make sure that we have a system that works for all of us and focused on that future made me focus to become a state representative. I'm honored today. To join you and celebrate with you as you focus on the next future. Your perseverance and determination will take you to the next step. Never, ever give up in life. You should know that your future depends on you. So thank you so much and congratulations again. Thank you so much, Wamasantin.
Seniors, we have now come to the time you have all been waiting for. The culminating point of your scholastic career thus far is about to happen with the presentation of diplomas, which will be handed out by Mr. Mukhtar and Ms. Ifra. Mr. Hassan and Mr. Hassan will be announcing your name as you walk across the stage into the annals of Ubah Medical Academy, followed by one of many congratulations.
It's an honor to announce the names of the graduates of 2019. First, Ahmed Adam Abdi. Ahmed عمر عبدي. خالد كيسي عبدي. محمد حسن عبدي. يحيى مهد عبدي. زكريا خضر عبد الجبار. سعاد عبدي عبد الله. أنزل عبد الناصر عبد الله. سامية بشير عبد القادر. عبد الرحمن عبد الوهاب عبد الله. عبد الرحمن شامع عبد الله. عبد الله عمر أحمد. فيصل أحمد أو فيصل أحمد sorry فيصل أحمد sorry about that. عبد العزيز محمد علي. بدر إسماعيل علي. إلهان قيس علي. كريم ناجي أنس. سامية أحمد باشا. نواد عثمان بره. فهيمة حسين داود. فهيمة قلت فهيمة.
ندى علي دعالي. سعاد أحمد عقال. عفيفة محمد فيصل. أسماء حسن قيدي. هاني عبد حاد. عائشة علي حاجي. صابر صفا هيلة. فاطمة محمد حاشي. عبد الله محمد حسن. مريم رشيد حسن. زهور محمد حسن. أميمة عبد الرزاق حرسي. هديل أحمد حسين. أمينة عبد الكريم إسماعيل. عبد الرحمن عبد الرزاق عيسى. بشرى حسن جامع. اقرأ جامع. مريم عبد الرحمن جامع. نعيمة عبد الوهاب جامع. سيد علي جامع.
زمزم ليبان جامع. جويرية سعيد ميري. أحمد عبد الله محمد. أحمد برهان محمد. آمنة عبد الرحمن محمد. خضرة عمر محمد. خالد أحمد محمد. مهد عبد العزيز محمد. مريم عبد القادر محمد. مصطفى Abdul Qadir Muhammad. Sahara Jama Muhammad. Saida Ali Muhammad. Muhammad Abdurazak Muhammad. Zuhur Hassan Muhammad. Aisha Jama Musa. Fathi Ahmed Musa. Samira Ahmed Musa. Firdausa Ishaq Noor. Muhammad Ahmed Musa. Abdul Jabbar Muhammad Noor.
ياسمين حرسي نور. سهام أبشر عولاد. عاشا علي عمر. يحيى علي عمر. هدن فارح عثمان. خالد محمد عثمان. عائشة عبد الله صديق. إكرام ياسين صالح. رحمة أحمد همباسة سليمان. فرتون عبد القادر واكو. عبد الله علي ورسمة. سعيد أحمد ورسمة. سمية محمد ورسمة. أمل علي ياسين. منيرة مختار ياسين. أحمد عبد القادر يوسف. سمية عمر يوسف.
At this time, what I would like to congratulate is this graduating class of 2019. For your diplomas to be, recognized, I would like you right now, each one of you, to move his tassel from left to right. Now you are graduates. You were not graduates before. Now you are graduates.
Okay, one last word to the class of 2019. It was quite a year. The class of 2018 set a very high bar for achievement last year, and you crushed it. Use the confidence that you feel from getting that diploma in all areas of your life and from here on out. In closing, to the class of 2019, I say this. Ask yourself the question, what would you try to accomplish if you believed it was impossible to fail? Whatever your dreams are, go for it. Don't wait. You can do it. You will do it. And you must do it. You can and you will change the world for the better. Congratulations, class of 2019. Time to celebrate.